for a lot of people, it feels very overwhelming when they learn about the invasion of privacy that's been happening. And I can relate to it because it's so daunting. You don't know where to begin. And then you feel like, okay, if I have this little corner of privacy in my life, is it really that helpful? Is it already absorbed? It's already too late. I've been on Facebook for 100 years, those types of things. So I can definitely understand the sentiment. And what I like to do is help people understand efficacy. It's a huge part. You'll see this in climate change. You'll see this in various areas. And I talked to various professors in communications, and people have really studied this deep. But you can go from thinking that privacy is dead to various paths where you feel like you have an autonomy. And giving people that autonomy is absolutely essential for changing that narrative. If there are tiny steps that somebody can take, that takes 2 minutes or the flip of a light switch. There are tiny steps that people can make, or where they don't feel as alone about these problems. And there's grassroots services and people there for them. Then things become manageable. Similar to climate change, where, hey, if I recycle, how is this really going to help? But if you work with people who are developing local governments for green solutions and looking at what carbon taxes are like and various complicated things I'm not an expert in, but that's where people start to have hope and build community. And I always think that privacy is going to get worse before it gets better. But I have hope when I look at the EU, when I look at the right to be forgotten, which is an amazing part of the GDPR. When I look at these warriors, Mr. Weston, who started the privacy movement. When I look at all of the privacy people here together, we haven't given up on this. And that's because there is a really good fight to be had. And there is ways of protecting people's privacy. And we've become a lot more mature in how we looked at it from 60 plus years ago. And I think that just blanket statement, privacy is dead, is not a healthy way to look at how we want to improve our society and improve the technology that we're building. And I think that privacy engineers and privacy people are the ones who can make a better technology and not stifle innovation.